Good evening and welcome to the Hot and Spicy. How's your week gone? You alright? You happy? Are you well? I hope the answer to both was yes, and I raise the glass in your good health. Cheers. Carling. Oh. First one. Right, what are we having? Bit of a concoction, bit of a mixture, and a bit of a homemade jobby. Right, new chicken wings first. These are Sainsbury's. They seem to have stopped the hot peri peri. Don't know whether they're bringing them back or not, but these are firecracker. The hottest ones they do, 3 chili mark. Never had them before. Well, the coating smells a bit different, but I presume it's roughly the same. And there are some homemade chips, as we call them. You can see them. Do you want one? Help yourself. Yeah, homemade chips, which I've just done. Tesco's Sunblushed. That's how it should be, see? Fluffy inside, crispy outside. Homemade chips for a change. I haven't had chips for a long time, and I do them now and again as a treat. Now you call them in America fries, I think, but what we call fries are what we get in McDonald's, the thin, like French fries, but we call these chips. I think you call crisps chips. Oh, anyway. They're made of potatoes. Look at that, the colour of them, eh? I should open a chip shop, me. Watch this. Fluffy inside, with a crunchy outer. Perfection. And then once they're on here, just salted. Anyway, sauces. In there I've got Dave's ghost pepper sauce, very hot, mixture with Cholula hot sauce, which isn't hot, it's more of a spicy taste. I've mixed them. So that's for the chicken, and for the in there is ketchup, and this is what you do with chips. Ketchup. Oh. Life good, eh? Life is good. Right, let's try this chicken. I'm going to try one without first, see what happens. Wow, to the bone. That's nice chicken. I prefer these to the, well, I prefer this taste wise, but I prefer the peri peri heat wise. But that's no problem, we make our own heat in this house. And what we're going to do is, we're going to go into there, dip, get a good bit on. Want to be sweating like a dray horse. Wow. Woof. Bloody hell, that is hot. Mmm. And that won't be beaten. It's a wonder that sells so well. This, wow, that is hot. This flatbread. It's a wonder they don't stop doing that. Oh, that's beautiful. Don't want to be anywhere else at the moment. chip in ketchup. That's a lovely, when you haven't had things for a while, I think you appreciate them more, don't you? Wow, that was hot. It was that hot, we're going back. Bloody mad. What are you having? Are you joining me? Nice inside. When I did Yulo Castle, people seem to enjoy it. You can't beat the historical factor buildings, which we've got a lot of, let's face it. I've got a few ideas and plans for my next trip, or one of my next trips. Some might be walking, but others, well, they're all walking, but like that one was a walk to the castle, look around, and from there I've got a few other places I'll show in future videos, so watch this space. You can't beat them. Crunchy end with a bit of salt on it. Wow. How many people run into the chippy now? Carry on. Two things I never thought I'd do. Well, regular, should we say. And that is shaving on camera and eating on camera. And both seem very popular. The trouble is I put too much stuff, but I've not cooked all the chicken this time. Fluffy inside. That sauce is hot, I tell you. You ask anybody who's tried it, Dave's ghost pepper sauce. Not for the faint-hearted, shall we say. I was thinking today, I heard a lot of lawnmowers cutting grass. It's been quite a nice day, you see. But I'm wondering, are we going to get any more cuts in? We're in October. Because one year, I remember still cutting the grass into November. It was so mild. But we'll see. Now the chilies, for those that are interested, the ghost, what are they? Scotch bonnet, ghost pepper. How dare you? Scotch bonnets. Oh, they're just producing. Oh, fantastic. and I've had to twist it round because it was leaning because of the weight, and I thought I don't want you tipping over when I'm not here, so I've turned them round, and then, you know, they're okay now, leaning against the sort of the window if they're going to go anywhere. But yeah, beautiful. And I've meant today to take a few for a lad in work. I've said for weeks. Forgot, didn't I? Well, I hadn't forgot, because last night I said to myself, as I often do, because I talk to myself a lot. Do you do that? Talk to yourself? Because I answer myself as well. I have a few arguments actually, sometimes fall out with myself. But dear, you still there? You must be mad, or madder than me. Get on with it. Right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I thought I'd pick them fresh this morning when I get up for work. Bop, 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 in a bag and off. Got up for work, half asleep, out the door. I tell you. Oh, I tell you, something happened today. Coming home. What looked, well, it was silver hair, an elderly couple in a 4x4 Honda CRV, I think it is. It's a car, but it's a 4x4 as well. And right up my backside, what they call tailgating. And when I was being taught to drive, my instructor always told me, if someone tailgates you, he said, touch your brake. Don't brake, just touch the pedal so the lights come on. He said they'll back off then. Anyway, not this fella. Wasn't having any of it. Pushing and pushing. I was getting annoyed. And I thought, if you carry on, because he was swerving, trying to see if he could pass, you know. We all want to go somewhere, just calm it down. Anyway, he was going on, and we were coming to the first roundabout in Denbigh, and I thought, I'm going to stop this car in a minute, put the hazards on and get out. But as I came to the roundabout, he comes on my inside, so he undertakes me and took off up the bypass like an idiot. For an old chap, you'd think, you're bloody nuts. Okay, he might have been on his way somewhere, you know, but his arms are going to his, I presume, his wife in the car, so I don't know if they were rowing or something. Hell, dangerous. And usually it's not them that gets hurt if there's an accident, but he get away with it. Terrible. Anyway, never mind that, let's have an accident with this. Glutton for punishment, me. Hot sauce. Beautiful. Yeah. Go on. Good. Don't take too much. I tell you, I prefer this chicken. Firecracker. The coatings are much the same. All these fancy names. But for my palate, the heat is, you know, it's not hot. It might be to some if they're not used to it. But that's why I like adding my own. See, thick chips. Into the ketchup. Roast lamb tomorrow. I thought I had a bang then. Fireworks. Hear it? Roast lamb tomorrow. Steaks. Potatoes and runner beans, carrots, and what else have I got? Gravy and mint sauce. Lovely. Can't wait for that. So another chip. I've bitten off more than I can chew with this one. with everything's filling. And I don't know if you're the same. Sometimes you, a couple of things, never go shopping for food when you're hungry, and your eyes are bigger than your belly. Not in my case, it's not. Doing very nicely, the old belly. Thank you very much. Like somebody said, hey, you put a bit of weight on there. Said I, all paid for. All paid for. No. Anyway, I know you got things to do, watching this shite every week, but I do appreciate you watching this shite every week. And so much so, have a chip. Go on, help yourself. Very nice, even if I do say much. That's quite a thin one. You can't beat proper salt. So I've told you everything, I think, yeah. Oh, that's all. Before, see, I start this, don't I? Oh, see you now. Oh, hang on. I had a couple of messages, or comments were they, one or the other, asking what camera I used in the Castle video, Ulo Castle, with a wind muffler. And I bought this camera second hand after doing a lot of research. And I'll show you now. It looks funny and you'll laugh. That is a Canon S120. Cost a lot of money in its day and very popular with YouTube vloggers. Is it on? There you go. How are you? Yeah, very popular with YouTube vloggers. You know, it records all sorts of stuff, and there's all this on the front, manual, all the manual settings there. But the one that took over from this was the Canon G7X. But this is what I bought, this thing here. And what it is on Velcro. That's what it is. There's a Velcro. And there's the base, if you can see it, what it sticks to. And the mics are in there, you see, 2 mics. And it does make a difference, doesn't it? It's and when you don't have to use it, but all I do is that you press it on. It looks a bit silly, but it does the job. So that's what I used. It's not my main camera. This is my main camera, but where the mics are on this, which is on the front, you can't attach things like that. Well, you can, but it's just too awkward with them, you know. So maybe if it's very windy, I'll take that. If it's, you know, whatever. Anyway, it's there. That's what I used. And as I say, I bought it second hand. You can't buy them new now. Hold their price too. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. Tech reviews and all that. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. If you're having a scoff, I hope you enjoy it. And have a great weekend. Yeah, have a good Sunday. Try and relax. Enjoy yourself. Don't eat too much. Don't talk with your mouth full. See ya. Take care.